Well, Steve, how hard-earned a win is that?
They all are. There's never an easy game. So, today has been, in my opinion, no different to any of the other games that we've had this season. Tough game. We knew it was going to be a tough day today. On the back of their result last week, they were going to be bang up for today. They're a good team. We knew that anyway.
But it must be very pleasing. How did you assess the game as it was going on? Because there were lots of defending having to be done in there, but you seemed to contain them.
Yeah, there was lots of time where they couldn't contain us as well when we attacked, namely twice. At the beginning of the game, I thought we started the game brilliantly well. Everything that we'd worked on this week has happened in this game. There's been no surprises. We've had a week-long prep. There's been a lot of hard work put in this week, certainly by, what I would call the team off the pitch. I think my staff have worked incredibly hard this week as well to help us prepare for this game, and the players responded with that equally by their efforts on the pitch as well today. So yeah, we're pleased.
And is that one of those games where you can say to players, actually, that's exactly what is needed to win? Because, that was nervy at times, but they kept their heads, even if, we were nervous in the stands.
Well, it might not be quite like that every week because they're a very good team, Gateshead. So I don't think there's going to be a lot of games where it's like that. But, they're a very good team. They're well coached. The players are really good, and we knew what type of game we were gonna have when we came up here. So none of it's a surprise, and we're just pleased with the result. And now we've got to look to prepare for another tough away game against Oldham on Tuesday.
Harry Cardwell made his first start. How did you feel he did?
Yeah, great. Yeah, great. Really happy with him. It was just a little change up. I just felt Christian has played nearly all the games in pre-season. He'd done 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 games this season that he'd started, and I just felt as though it was time to just give him, a little bit of a breather. And then when he come on, he got his goal, and I was delighted for him, and also for the assist from Manny Osadibi as well.
And credit to Forest Green, because you weren't trying to take it to the corner flag. There was an opportunity to get the ball into the box and seal the win, and that's exactly what you did.
Yeah, we wouldn't want to do that anyway. When there's a chance in there, we would look for another goal, and not on that. That was how we were going to score in the second half with a counter attack. It's quite a strong wind out there, and I think it was. It's funny because where we stood, it doesn't feel like a strong wind, but yet if you go out into the middle of the pitch there, it's quite strong down that end, and we found it. We had an injury to Sean Long at half time, and we didn't really feel as though we had what I would call an out-and-out recognised right back to go in there, so we had to change our shape for the second half. So therefore we would have been a little bit what I would call more submissive in the second half than we were at the start of the game when we had a back four. So, yeah, thankfully they carried that out very well.
Sean Long, as you say, went off. Liam Sercombe went off as well. How are they both?
Yeah, we'll have to assess those. We'll have to assess them in the coming days now. So we're not quite sure where they'll be, but we'll look into it.
A word for your goalkeeper as well, because Jed Ward, really positive today at all times.
Yeah, I thought he come and took a couple of great balls, made a couple of saves. The saves he makes, I know it's unfair me saying I expect him to make those saves. I expect him because I think he's got a really good future ahead of him, and I've seen him do that now on numerous occasions. So I'm not surprised by the saves he's made, but I am delighted by them.
Right at the start of the game, Liam Sercombe scored the first goal as well, and as you said, deserved at that point. A little bit of deflection maybe, but you make your own luck, don't you?
I don't think the deflection's massive. I mean, I think if Sercombe would have got a clear strike at goal, when he's about 8-10 yards out, he'll score anyway. And that's what he's given us this year. He gives us goals, Sercombe, and he's been a little bit dry for a while, but I just always fancy him. I always fancy him to score, and And thankfully he did, and that was good. To be honest, today, about Liam Sercombe, I'll tell you the best things about Liam Sercombe today was getting the blocks that he got in our box, the headers that he won in our box, and the interceptions that he got at vital times. Because those are the things for me that are not natural to Serks, but I thought he was brilliant at that today. And I said at half time, I thought that he was 11 out of 10 in the first half for us today. Take the goal away from it, I thought he was absolutely first class in the first half. Picked up a bit of a dead leg in the second half, and that was a reason he come off in the end. He started slowing down a little bit, and you know, Adam May's done well to stay on. He had a big clash of knees early on in the game. We've had a few of them, you know. I just said to Robbo's like got scratches and stud marks all over him. It looks like he's gone for a night out with the Sons of Anarchy or something like that. Good, by the way, the Sons of Anarchy.
Right, okay. I
don't
get the reference,
you
but
need to watch it. Sons of Anarchy, Netflix.
I will do. I'll have a look.
Bikers, brilliant they are.
Okay. That win takes you top of the table. Obviously, it's not where it counts yet, but how pleasing is it to be there at this point?
I'm not overly fussed about it at the moment. It's the bottom line is the points that you're gathering. That's the bottom line. Yeah, it'd be nice to be up there, and it'll be nice for the supporters and nice for everybody else to look at. But you start staring at that too long, you won't be there for too long, if you know what I mean. So we're pretty cool with where we are. The fact that we're top of the league, I didn't know that, but we've put an hard shift in so far this year, and we've got to make sure we keep going.
And a word on the 97 supporters who backed you today.
Yeah,
made a lot of noise.
Yeah, brilliant. Brilliant. Just thrilled to bits for them now, because they'll be going all the way back home, but they'll be going home with like a warm feeling in their stomachs, won't they? They'll be talking all about it. They'll probably be on their phones looking at us being top of the league. So if that makes their journey home 50% better, then brilliant. Chuffed to bits for them.